You know,
I mean, you put out a lot more. You have a bigger output of material than a lot of people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so this is your third.
That's crazy.
Your third. It's just,
yeah,
I'm still trying to catch up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, so he's like, wow, like, oh,
yeah, and you can hear if you listen to the first 3 albums, it sounds like years of progression.
Mm.
It sounds like years of progression when you hear the first one, second one, the third one, and it's really. I didn't write any of this stuff. I started writing this November of 2022. None of this stuff is really. And like I said, I wrote in the book, the mantras lyric book for the first album. I never wrote a rhyme before. I never wrote rhymes. I only got into hip hop music because as a kid I just did b-boying. I didn't listen to the music. I just wanted to dance to it. And in junior high, middle school, I didn't listen to music like that. You know, I didn't care about music. I only cared about sports. And then in high school, when I got really obsessed with hip hop, like really loving it, like I'm collecting now, I'm making pause tapes and obsessed with it. It's brand new to me. So why would I think of writing a rap though? I just want to hear it. I don't want to make my own shit. I want to hear what he said. You know, like if I started collecting for real in 19, which should be crazy for kids nowadays that love hip hop. If I started collecting actual albums as a young teenager, when I'm 14, like really collecting albums, that's when I buy my first albums. Like everything's pause tapes before. Then that means that I could be buying a great album that came out, but I could also be going back and getting a great one. You know, so why would I be trying to write something? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going back to hear KRS-One albums in full.
But I think now it's a little bit more. There's a little bit more leniency for, I guess, you say experimentation. Like you can
I think so. Yeah.
Because back then it was like
before I was making. It sounds bougie now because I make music, but when I was writing about it, you know, I always said this, but artists now are more sloppy. You know what I'm saying? They're more sloppy. So if they feel like it was worthwhile enough, they'll throw it out there. You know what I mean? And that includes good artists, though. There's a lot of stuff that should have been left on the drawing board, but they'll throw it out there. You know? And they develop along the way as well. You know? And people like that. They're obsessed with getting more and more content. And a lot of that is people, too. You know? And the way that the media over the years did interviews, though. They never did interviews without... The most important question was always, well, what do you have coming for us?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like that's
I'm here for the one I just did. Why would I?
Right, you know? that's the sign of the time.
Yeah,
like
Why is the
microwave.
Why is the next thing you're gonna consume the most important thing to speak about? You know what I mean? Like with King, you know, we're just making things, having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? We're just making things to have fun with it, and what makes it faster for me is not because of my skill level. That's felt like a slower process, even though it seems faster. It's more so because I write a lot. So I have lots of ideas, though, and it's very fast to tap in, you know? You know, I have a lot of vocabulary, God, so it's easy to write rhymes, though. It's easy to think of rhymes, you know? Right? It's easy to manipulate stuff and even do it in a way where it sounds different in hip-hop because I have everything. You know, my collection is massive. It's massive. And if I want something that says, I can say something that isn't said today because I could check to see if it was said, you know? Like, you know, and there's a lot of stuff I scrap, you know? And the way that I write, I don't really like using similes and things like that. I don't use similes much, you know? Like, if I use a simile, it's very rare, you know what I mean?
If Mecca did this.